Hello, hello, and welcome again to the Inward Vine Tarot. I so appreciate that your future self guided you over here to receive this message from me. I am your tarot coach, Chandra Bozzi, and I'm excited for this one. This could be so magnificent in so many ways to get this kind of message from your future self. This is a pick a card reading, so whichever deck resonates with you is the one that you'll pick and go with. You may resonate with a couple of decks, but there'll be timestamps below where you can click on the one that resonates most. And if you need another one or two, like all of them, then you'll click on those and watch the whole video, So whatever it is that is speaking to you today. So the stones that we have that you're to pick from today is nice pyrite. Look at that. Look at that pyrite right there, shining. It's also called fool's gold right here. Look at how pretty that is. It's a good fire earth energy stone right here. Good fire earth solar plexus stone. Protection is is the name of the game for pyrite. It's an energetic shield basically against negative forces. This stone wants to keep you pure. So it works to unclog toxic energy, old energy, and works to bring clarity and understanding. So that's a beautiful stone for you to pick. Our second stone, look at that beautiful rose quartz right there. Look how pretty she is. Yes, yes, and yes. So what a good feminine energy here. A good healing crystal, for yourself. This is love. It welcomes in new love or refreshes old love. It allows yourself to be loved and to give love as well. Get family and friends, relationships, and unconditional love. Great, great right there for the rose quartz. And third, nice raw garnet that has been tumbled. So look at that good red in there. You see it right there from its raw state on the where it grows from. Yes, beautiful garnet. So this is garnet. It attracts positive things. It works to balance energy, and that's what a good garnet stone to do. It awakens your inner fire, like activates manifestation as well, like passion, success, commitment and love. All those things get ignited with good garnet. So please choose the one that resonates with you the most. Check the timestamp in the description box. And I'm excited. So let's get started. I'll see you there. Welcome, deck one. Thank you so much for coming on over. You picked pyrite. Your future self guided you to pyrite and its message. As I was saying in the intro, this is a really good protection stone. It shields against negative forces. So let's see why your your future self, decided for you to pick that one. So let's get started here. All right. High Priestess energy starting out the gate. Nice. Hierophant energy. Woo. Wow. Wow here. Let's go ahead and move these over so we have enough space for everybody. All right, look. Man, this is fantastic, pyrite. So thank you, universe, for allowing this message to come through from deck one's future self. So let's start. High Priestess energy, huh? High Priestess. So it's immediately telling me that right now you are moving towards like something spiritual, focused on higher self. Like your future self is like, I'm downloading information to you as of now. The strength that you're going to have later will be coming from your higher self with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. This is religion as well. So for those of you that are looking to take a more spiritual route, hey, this is saying that. But the information that you're getting, high level information that is coming into you right now, and it's speaking towards your future self being spiritual, really grounded, really cerebral, really thoughtful. You know, your future self saying, I need you to get to focus on your inner self, on your inner world. Your inner world. Meditation on that. You see that right there? It's coming into her right there. It's coming down to her. Hierophant is about education. It's about higher learning and institutions and things like. And then you have the Hermit. Absolutely. Your higher self is asking you to have a spiritual moment here with yourself. Going internally, that's what's going to lead you to the future. Your answer is an internal answer here, Pyrite. And what is and with the Pyrite, it's protecting you while you're going through this, while you're planting seeds for the next phase of your life. Look at that Knight of Pentacles, planting seeds in this open field. Is what does he want to have? He's putting them everywhere. But it's like your internal balance is what's most important here, Deck 1. You know, going there, finding that sweet, soft, gentle place for yourself, the quiet space where you can grow and expand from right there. This is like, I feel like you're going to get an abundance. You know, you're planting your seeds right here. The 10 of Wands, normally that's like a guy, he's holding 10 wands. It looks like he has too much. The harvest came in and he has a lot. And it speaks to being like overburdened or overwhelmed. But it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? He got his harvest in. It might be causing him a lot of work to do to get it in, but he got it in, and that starts a new journey. And I feel like that's what it is. That's what's where you're at right now. You're harvesting at this point. You're harvesting from whatever it is this is. From whatever seeds you plant, you're going to be harvesting plenty from it. But it's going to take this certain amount of trusting yourself, trusting your internal work, because the universe is going to continue blessing. Look at this. Still coming down in that cup. She's still getting her downloads right here. You're still getting these blessings from the universe. But you have to be open enough to them and willing to go forth, plant new seeds, and expect abundance from them. Expect them, but you have to be specific. That's why this first part right here is asking you to get your thoughts together. Get your thoughts together. Get your spiritual life together. Learn how to speak and commune with the universe. Develop that type of relationship with the universe. Then trust and know that whatever seeds you plant will come back abundantly. Will come back. Will still, but what it is, you can't like do things that don't speak to your natural nature. You know, don't do things to just do things, is what your future self is saying. We're not doing things to just do things. We are doing things in order. You know, we've sat there and we've thought about these, Pyrite, and we've decided that we want to set a certain type of seeds, and we want to see what type of harvest we get. But don't allow yourself to get lost in the muck of it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're always focused on your own passions. All right. The King of Raphael. Warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Look at that. Look at that. Your heart. it is impossible to make things happen if you're not following your heart, if you're not doing the things that you want to do. Acknowledging your feelings and thoughts about certain situations, knowing that you can accomplish, knowing that whatever seeds that you plant can be abundantly sowed, where you can start a new journey. Because this is the 10, this is the end of her journey for this part. She's going to be moving on. But but move on in this King of Raphael energy, knowing what you want to do, knowing where you're emotionally stable at, where things aren't just throwing you all over the place. But that comes with setting the foundation that comes in these first 4 cards, this spiritual foundation, this mental foundation, so you can know where you're going, so you don't get ho-hum, that you can feel your next steps before you actually take them. So what does that? Yeah. So tension right here. So maybe that's what it is. Like there's some tension going on, but in your internal self, your future self is saying, hey, you can't grow into me until you work through these internal battles. So that's why I say these first 4 cards speak to you going inside to receive these messages from higher self, universe, creator. But if you don't, there's this tension. Even with her, she's even a little bored. She's still receiving blessings, but not quite sure if that's all what she wants. So we need to be focused on what brings us joy and passion, or warm feelings, not so much the passion, which is there, but our emotions are where we need to focus our spiritual base. So what did the moon say? Emotions are running high. Yeah. So that's why I say this right here. This is an internal struggle that you got going on with yourself here, deck 1. Deck 1. Emotions are high, creating some form of tension internally. So we're going to have to work on getting ourselves in a space where we can trust ourselves to make better moves. You can't be your future higher self in a place of fear, or moving from a place of fear. Yes, self-discipline. 41 to 5. 5 speaks to freedom and change, right? And self-discipline. Disciplining yourself to listen, to be focused. I feel like your future self is saying, settle down. You know what I'm saying? You maybe have some things just going on all over the place here, deck 1. So we're wanting to bring all that bring it back some, and then set our seeds from there. This place where it's just so emotional, tension, like we need to clean up our environment, our focus, all of that, deck 1. Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Right. So you're fighting yourself. What is it that you want to do next? The king of Raphael, which would be the King of Cups, is more speaking to knowing your own self emotionally, knowing what you want, what drives you. This is asking, your emotions are running high. What do you want? The tension is there is because you won't own something. That's why the self-discipline is coming. You have to own the moments here, deck 1. Own what it is that you are and what you're trying to be. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. That's beautiful. Look at that. An optimism, knowing that you're working in your own space. Working in your own space, knowing that you're doing what you want to do. But I feel like you're on the fence maybe on some of these things here. Pyrite, not sure how you want to move forward in grace and in love. Let's see what the other goddesses have to say. Nana Baluku, seasons. Look at that. So we're in one, huh, Pyrite? Deck one. We're in that. We're in a season. We are growing. Look at her. She looks like her. Both with the hands on their face. You know what I'm saying? Seasons change. It's time to move forward here, Pyrite. Knowing what you want, giving all these things attention. Yes. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Okay. Yes. Beautiful, Pyrite. What seeds do you want to plant? Set your high. Think big here, Pyrite. We're looking for a think big type. We're not playing small here. But it's going to take you understanding you, Pyrite. Your future self is saying, hey, maybe you don't know who you want to be in the future. And your future self saying is the answer to that, or the way to get there, is to focus on your emotional self, stabilizing yourself emotionally, knowing the next steps, your next stages in life, your next season in life. But it takes you quieting yourself so you can listen, so you can get the messages that come down. See that? The messages that come down, the message, the bright light that comes down from the universe, the bright light that comes down. I mean, the bright light. Oh my goodness. I'm going to just show it to you. Shoot. Let's just do it like that, Pyrite. Let's not play around with it, huh? Let me show you. Look at that. Look at the messages coming in and down. This is your focus right now. Your higher self is saying, I need you to focus on your inner fire, your own mental learnings, your own emotional fire. All of that stuff needs to be focused on right now. Right now, in order to get to the next phase. Focus higher, deck one. Destiny. Focus on your destiny. See, normally on the Hierophant, there's two monks in front of the, guess would be master and teacher. That would be in a normal Rider-Waite Hierophant. There's a teacher and two monks there. Now look at this. Same thing, two teachers, two students here trying to learn your destiny. And some of you may have a destiny in the church, a destiny to teach the word or whatever it is. Some of you may be doing that, but this is, and your passions are in that realm, and you're fighting with yourself. Maybe some of you have a calling that you're fighting, and your future self saying, I can't be me if you really can't go to the next phase. Really. It's asking you to dig in, all right? Air elemental for your affirmation. I embrace the element of air and open to all knowledge and wisdom. I spoke again. Open, oh my gosh, Pyrite. Look at this. Open to all knowledge and the wisdom that comes down to the Hierophant. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The wisdom that comes through, I can't even pick them up. The High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. The air element. Ace of Swords is air. Please, guys, your future, it's almost a begging that I'm getting. Almost like, please, I can't bring out or live my destiny if you don't own it. If you don't own who it is, what you are. Oh my gosh. And then the Ace of Swords at the end. My goodness, Pyrite. My goodness, I'm almost speechless because you got it twice. Right here, Ace of Swords and Ace of Swords. All speaking to a mental knowing. You know mentally, right? What's next? You know emotionally, spiritually, what's next. Do not fight your calling here, Pyrite. Don't fight your calling to be who you are, ever. Don't fight your calling. Let's get some clarification going on here. Wow. Wow. Some of you are being called in this and you're fighting it, and it's creating tension. There's a next phase that you're not willing to move into. And your future self is like, yo, you gotta. I cannot be who I need to be until you decide. All right, so let's get some clarifiers on all of this, right? Yeah, the devil. So this is about passion, obsessions, really the things that we want to do, our own desires. You know what I'm saying? I know if this is the devil coming out for, especially those fighting a calling or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? This is you or any of you just finally focusing on how the universe wants you to show up in the way that brings you glory, the universe glory, God glory, or whatever it is, or, you know, just a growth, just an inner growth. Yeah, 4 cups, and you have the 4 cups here, right? So there's this stagnant energy you got going on. Still getting blessed. The universe is trying to offer you things. You see them here offering you this cup. You're still getting your blessings down into that cup. You're still being blessed. It still knows, but that you're there. But you have to be in a space, you know, in a good emotional space. Let's see what this tension is. Emotions running high. You know, the universe, oh my goodness, that's what I'm saying. Some of you are being called to do something else and you are just being highly resistant. But the universe, your higher self, wants to switch places with you. It wants to give you a cup full of confidence, understanding, know-how, action, passion, and wants to take away the fear, the things that are keeping you from moving forward here, Pyrite. My goodness, deck one. The calling is high, but you have to focus. Yeah, Knight of Cups, seeing it again, and it's like, yep, and I'm going to tell you again, I want to bring you your confidence. I want to bring you love. I'm going to be protecting you. That's why you chose the Pyrite. Chose the Pyrite, right? I'm going to offer this to you. I'm going to bring it to you, and we're going to exchange. We're going to exchange from fear. We're going to move into passion, joy, love, all of that. And in this new season, will be grateful optimism. Because you'll know. You'll be living your destiny at this point. All right, one more card for you guys, Pyrite. One more here. My goodness, this is beautiful. Yeah, 8 of Swords. So it is, yeah. So your future self is telling me you are causing the delay. You know what I'm saying? You are imposing, you know what I'm saying, yourself fear. Take off the blindfold. Step out of all this and step into your own glory here, Pyrite. You're completely protected. Completely protected. It'll shield you against anything going forward. So, Pyrite, I hope that this message, you know, really resonated with you. It's going to get you going, get you moving to the next phase. I truly, truly hope that that's for you. If this message resonated, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I so appreciate those things. And I will get back with you the next time, all right? Tune in for a weekly reading that will be coming up here soon. Thank you guys, Deck One. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Be safe. Welcome, welcome, Deck 2. Thank you for tuning in to this Pick a Deck reading and a message from your future self. You chose the Rose Quartz. Look how pretty she is. This is so beautiful. And this is really a stone about love. You know, unconditional love, healing, especially through the rose quartz right here. Good soft love right here. It allows yourself to be loved. So for those that are struggling with that and feeling worthy and wanted, this is a beautiful stone to have for that type of energy. So let us see what your future self, excuse me, not your future self. Yes, your future self. My bad. Your future self would like you guys to know. All right, so let's get started here. All right. 10 of Pentacles. That's a beautiful way to start there. Ah. Oh. My goodness. It almost gave me chills out of the gate. I'm going to go ahead and put another one up there for you guys. Another rose quartz. Just cause. Oh my goodness. Yes. So for those that pick this, if your heart has been hurting, and you've been struggling a little bit, this message from your future self is just so beautiful right here. It starts off with the 10 of Pentacles. You can see that celebration, happiness, childlike happiness. So if you're some of you that may be in a marriage that may be hurting or struggling, this looks like it's going to come back around to you. Those that are wanting a family, and a bunch of kids and things like that, good safety, stability, security. That looks like that's coming to you in the future as well. My goodness, that's just a fantastic way to start off here, Rose. You should already feel your future self just trying to inject love your way, especially with the Ace of Cups. That Ace of Cups speaks to beautiful emotion. It speaks to love, you being able to give it. So, oh my goodness. Whew. So for those of you, I'm telling you, for those of you that were struggling or are struggling or needed a word to feel better, those that are hurting, please look at that energy right there. Your first 3 cards, your future self is like, hey, this is a moment. This is just a singular moment. This happiness, this emotional fulfillment, this personal happiness right here, coming in from the sun, the creator of what we need the sun to survive. This is good Leo energy too. So some of you need to inject a fire. You've lost yourself. You've lost yourself. The love, it just doesn't feel like everything is working for you, but your future self is like, looky here. We are balanced mind, body, and soul here with the 3 of Cups. We are celebrating. We're going to be reuniting with the part of ourselves that we lost in the 8 of Swords struggle, a mental struggle. Some of you just struggling with your own mental health, right? But the love that your future self is giving you, and letting you know we're going to be moving out of this energy. These are momentary energy. I'm going to give you this Ace of Pentacles, this 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to offer you this Ace of Pentacles after this. After this right here, after we work through all of this pain, self-imposed, a lot of the times with the Ace of Swords struggle, mental struggle, I'm going to offer you the Ace of Pentacles, the safety, stability, security that you need. But here we go. Deck 2, Rose Quartz. 8 of Cups, the walking away from the things that don't serve us. Walking away from mental strife, leaving the things behind that stress us out. Take that pentacle, take that strong pentacle right there and open your world up. The initial message from your future self is saying, hey, you're going to be full of love, full of mercy, full of grace. But there's a moment that you may be going through now, but you're going to be walking away from that stuff. Here we go. The Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Look at that. So moving away from the self-imposed type of mental strife right here, moving away and going into that Ace of Gabriel, that Ace of Wands, bringing all your passions to the table, being creative. I think some of y'all may have stopped creating, because maybe hurt or things that have gotten you down, just stuck. But we're going to be moving out of that and moving into our passions. We're going to be creating more right here. Feeling from, we can create from a sense of wonder. Look at that. Joyful. Look at that. Oh my goodness here. I'm really getting the feeling like there's just a place that you were currently in or just now coming out of that is going to lead you to a very, very powerful place here, Rose Quartz. 7th house relationship. Yes, good Libra energy right here. So bringing balance back in to your relationships. Maybe some of you have had a relationship that has just gone awry. You worried about it. You know what I'm saying? But walking away from certain things, getting into bringing more passion, injecting more passion into these relationships here. Your own self, even injecting more passion into your own self and the things that you want to do. Y'all got 2 Moonology cards, and I normally pick 1, but 2 came out. So let's see what they have to say. Conclusions are within reach, and nothing will come of this situation. So, if some of you are in a relationship that is not fruitful, if it's hurting you, we need to walk away from that. And that is a clear message to some of you, like relationship-wise. Nothing is going to come of this. This is about to end. You're walking away from it. And it's okay to do that in order to get to yourself. And that's why I say this is a relationship. Nothing is going to come of it. Walk away from it. It's not filling you. It's not serving you. It's harming you. Rose Quartz. Deck 2. Let's move away. Nothing is going to come of that. So if you're stuck in that thought right there, but your higher self is, we're gonna be moving away from that. We're gonna have all the love and passion and desire and things that we need from the universe. 26 love partnership, yes. So that clearly, and coming through with the Rose Quartz as well. This love relationship is going nowhere. We're moving out of that relationship. You know what I'm saying? We're moving out of that. We're going away from it to focus on ourselves. We're giving up this negative energy, and that it's like your higher self is saying, yeah, tell them it's a love relationship. Yeah, tell them move on, move away, move out of the energy that it is. If you want to inject new energy into it, that's all right. But nothing is going to come of it, of the current state that it is in. Nothing. We got to move on. Oh, star fertility is a perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. It's time to get rid of these old relationships, inject new life. You're going to be happy. No matter, it jumped out of here. Your future self was like, look, let them know first that they're going to be good. That this moment is just temporary. All right, we're going to be birthing new things. So if there's a relationship and some of it may be like, oh man, and just for a select few of you, maybe some of you are pregnant and are more scared of what's going to happen if you leave. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing to come of any type of love in that situation. Maybe it was a one-night stand and got, in a situation or whatever. But nothing is going to come for that. We have to figure out how we can balance our situation back out, all right? Sacred person, eternal flame, ancestral legacy, and that's what we need to be focused on. Our purpose right here. Our purpose. Look, we are birthing new things right here. Ostara, this Ace of Wands, where you're bringing in your own individual passions, your own sacred purpose. What are you birthing? It's like, what is it that you are bringing into manifest? What are you manifesting, basically? You know, the situations that don't serve you, you know, it's just eating away. It's eating away at your passions, right? So, soul forgiveness. You know, for whatever you did to get into this situation. Yeah, some of you, look at the babies. Like I said, some of you may be having a hard time thinking about walking away from a situation where your children are involved. You know, and you don't know, but I'm telling you, your higher self is saying, well, I got you. I'm going to protect your heart. I'm going to protect your children. You just have to get out of this situation. Any situation that's not serving you, you need to move out of it. We are concluding it. Conclusions are within reach. We're here. We're coming to the end of this cycle. Yes. Air Guardian, shift your perception. Shift your perception of the situation, right? Forgive yourself for whatever happened, for whatever your part was played in the situation that you may be going through that may have brought you hurt, you know, or whatever. But we're moving away. That's what I say. We're going away from that. We need to be shifting our perceptions. We're moving away from old hurts, old things, and we're birthing a new type of situation where new love can come in that supports it. Look, creation. My goodness. And it comes with you forgiving yourself, being compassionate with yourself, allowing the universe to talk to you. Build up your love relationships. Your all of your relationships need to be looked at here. I think that's why you picked this rose quartz. Your relationships, be it family, love relationships, you know, those things need to be worked on. Sacral chakra. I feel comfortable in my own body and I'm sensitive to other people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? This is fantastic. So the sacral is going to be talking about, you know, your own passions, what you're bringing to the table, your own fire that you're bringing to the table for yourself. This Ostara, and whew, yeah. Your purpose, what you're birthing, is so important to the world. It's important to you. You know, you just have to be comfortable in the situation, maybe not all the way perfect. You know, but that doesn't take away from what you need to be doing. We need to be getting into a better environment so we can actually do the things that we're called to do here, Rose Quartz. And finally, the Queen of Wands here. We are in that good red, good sacral chakra energy coming through here. Fire, passion, your purpose, your eternal flame. What are you creating? This situation is keeping you from creating something. Some of you just have, like, this is telling me that your higher self, your future self, excuse me, first said that this moment is temporary. Love, joy, passion, all energy is coming back. Right now, we're working through some mental things, you know, but we're walking away from them. And it comes in clearly that this is a relationship of some sort that is keeping you from being your higher self. But I think maybe also it's some children involved. You can't really move so quickly because there's children involved. And then the rest is about forgiving yourself, getting in touch with the things that bring you fire and the things that you want to create. So let's clarify some here. The Magician, yeah, look at that. Look at that right there. Mercury, good Mercury energy. Clarity, bringing all your tools to the table. You know what I'm saying? As above, so below. As within, so without. You know what I'm saying? Your future self is like, hey, this moment, you still, even in this moment, you still know what you need to do. Queen of Swords, clear, clear, clear. On that right there, where the Ace of Swords isn't so clear, this Magician and Queen of Swords on that gives me all kind of clarity. You're going to know. Whether you're sitting there now confused, fearful, you're going to know. So let's clarify this Eight of Cups here, this walking away. Yeah, you're going to be rebirthing yourself. You're going to be, you're focused on forgiveness, renewal, rebirth. That is what has to happen here, Rose Quartz deck 2. This cycle, this relationship, whatever it is, has ended. Take it as it resonates, even if it's not a love relationship, even though for a good portion of you it is. You know what I'm saying? But for those in other portions of relationships, which are maybe mom, dad, whatever type of relationship, there's a rebirth here, ending that and moving on into a different type of energy, forgiving yourself. So let's see. Yeah. So your wishes and dreams can come true. You're going to have your wishes and dreams, but your future self is saying, "Hey, focus on the things that give you passion." Well, move out of the first and foremost is to move away from the situation that got you feeling low, fearful, like you can't do anything. Feeling unloved. Go away from that. Move more towards your passions, your own energy. It doesn't even say go into another relationship. It's just like focus on you and what you want to birth and create. Look at that, star of fertility, creation right there. That's where we're at. But you can't create in a place of darkness. So kill it. Dead it. That's the answer. If you were looking for an answer from your future self for this moment, it's dead all the things that don't serve you. And start looking more towards the things that do, the things that bring you passion. Get out of energies and environments that don't work for you. Rose Quartz, that don't involve love and unconditional love, that don't speak to your passions and desires, that don't allow you to create in the way that you're meant to create in the gifts and passions that you were given. Leave an environment that does not fuel you, is what your future self is saying. Leave and allow the universe to bless you. Okay? Get away from those energies that bring you down and are low vibrating. Get into this high vibrating energy of Rose Quartz. All right, deck 2, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I will truly get back with you, and I completely appreciate it. So until next time, y'all take care and be safe. Hey there, deck 3. Thank you for tuning in and coming on over to get this pick a deck reading from a message from your future self. Such beautiful times here. You picked the raw garnet that has been tumbled to give it a good shine. You see the red in there. Nice. This garnet attracts positive things, right? And we look at this as the whereas the pyrite was a protective stone, the rose quartz was a healing stone. This is a balancing stone, right? It awakens our inner fire. It activates manifestation and passion in our lives. Success thing, it comes with the good garnet right here, commitment and love also. So let's see what your future self has to say to you guys. All right, let's get going here. Nice. I've got this backwards. All right. 10 of Swords. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Wow. Garnet. I guess you do need some balancing, huh? Yeah. You starting off, your higher self is like immediately out the gate tells me there's some mental strife going on. Mental strife going on. That 10 of swords, 9 of swords, knight of swords coming out back to back to back. Something internally is causing some trouble. And it is completely blocking you from taking some necessary risk to move forward. So we definitely need some balance here. We definitely need a focus on passion. Passion, 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 passion. With the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands, followed by the Devil. Passions, desire, wants, needs, creation. I feel like you can't even get to creation or to do this because of what the mental things that you are working through currently. So the first thing is said, it acknowledges the mental work that you've been putting in, Garnet. But it's asking like, hey, all right, now that we got that, now that we know that we struggle through some things mentally, understanding that there's some cycles that have got to come to the end, but this next cycle is a complete focus on you and the things that you want to birth. Your higher self is like, hey, we need to move out of this and move into passion, move into fertility, move towards focusing on the things that we're passionate about, the things that we want to be successful in. That is coming through clear with these two. With the Queen of Wands and her fire, her inner fire, that she can just manipulate and hold. This Page of Wands, she throws it up and the Queen catches it. You know what I'm saying? This is fantastic energy. But you have to be able to take a risk and step out of the things that, or step away from the things that hold you back, don't bring you good mental energy, bring you good physical energy. A focus on self, is what's needed here. It looks like, Garnet, or deck 3. 8 of Gabriel, again, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So yeah, we are going because this is the 8 of Wands, and we have these 2 wand cards right here, which speaks to those things, which speaks to power, movement, passion, and quick moving. Like with that 8 of Gabriel coming through, it's like your future self is saying, hey, we need to get going. We need to move out of this moment where we just feel like mentally tormented, fighting against what you're doing, and it's weighed against what you want to do. What you're doing versus what you want to do. We need to take a risk here, Garnet. 4th house home. And some of you may be afraid of doing that. Afraid of what may happen if you focus on yourself. If you do things for yourself. What will home look like? That's a good Cancer energy right there too. Good 4th house home. Thinking of how to nurture your wants and needs, right? And balance them against family. And some of you may be struggling with that. Struggling with how you can deal with, what you want, your own needs versus the needs of family and what it's requiring of you. Yes, don't let the past hold you back. The South Node. Your South Node really does kind of speak from where you're moving from and what you're going to. And I feel like there's some energy that's holding you back, that's not allowing you to move forward. But it's your future self is saying it's their own passions. To get to me, to my own higher self, in my highest vibration, your future self in its higher vibration, is to focus on your own self. Don't let any type of failures or things that happened in the past to hold you back. You know, your future self can't be in its fullness if you're worried, depressed, if you're operating from this energy right here, the stuff that keeps you up at night. We need more of this energy. Even with this, even to include the devil energy, because it's our desires, passions, wants, the things we're obsessed with. You know, that is what I need for you guys to be focused on. Yes. And it can happen fast. You're just caught up. We have to let it go and be willing to take risks. Physical activity. Yes. Physical activity. We need to get out and do something. Get out and make it happen fast. Get out. Let's clear this energy up. Let's clear that energy up, Garnet. Let's get active. What are our goals and dreams? Right here, Garnet. What are our goals and dreams? We can't just sit. What gives us fire? What makes us move? Segment, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Look at that. So if you're scared, don't be. It's like your higher self, don't be. Move away from those things. Maybe you're conditioned. You know, maybe there was some home life, some trauma that isn't allowing you to grow in the way that you want to grow. And it's taken longer than you thought. But it's like, hey, your strength is there. Because I see this in the fourth house in the south node. It's like your home base may have been a little bit shaky. You know, your foundation. But now it's how you get strong, get in your own energy. You know, some of you, if you're dealing with health issues, go to the gym, get active. You know, focus on that type of stuff right there. Achievement, effort plus intention. Look, do something. I think I said that already. Do something. Effort. We caught up in the mental part of it, but not really doing things. So we need to get out there and do things. Effort plus intention. Garnet, effort. And knowing what it is and not being scared to move forward, not being scared to do the things that you want to do, to know that you're strong enough. Don't let old reels and loops in your head keep you from moving forward. And old things from the past, old traumas. That's not, yeah, because I feel like some of you maybe have old traumas that are just holding you back, keeping you from taking the necessary risk and focusing on the passions. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even know your own strength. You don't know you because you're so focused on, you know, everybody else and everything else, the past, and you're not being physical enough, getting out here in the universe, getting that air in your lungs. Let's go, Garnet. Shame. Some of you may be dealing with heavy shame. You know, and that's okay. This is when we need to look for self-forgiveness, right? That's going to bring about the strength. Forgiving yourself. The shame, but you see, you see her though, meditating, really moving out of that shame, working to bring the light back into her life, knowing that she's powerful enough to move through those type of things. Water guardian, connect with your emotions. So some of you may be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Connect with your emotions. Know who you are. Put some effort in. Like your higher self and say, hey, let's work through these things. Man, let's work through these things. It's asking for a complete overhaul. Like emotionally, you need to do work. It's saying you're doing work emotionally, Physically, emotionally, physically, mentally, you are doing work. You need to get more physical, start moving away from the things that depress you, make you feel, move out of those energies right there. Do whatever work necessary to move out of that. Get your juices flowing here, Garnet. And then connect with your emotions. Look, despondence. Some of you may be not knowing what to do, what new steps to make. But this is the purple. You see purple that's coming through for crown chakra energy. Crown chakra energy right there. So this is asking for the universe for downloads, for information to know for your own self, or own internal knowing. You are working on a mental, emotional, and physical state. All three of those have a little bit of struggle going on with them. The shame and your emotions. Mental, you're working through depression and some old things, maybe some trauma. Some of you just aren't being physical enough, just stuck, not able to, maybe fatigued, energy levels low. You know what I'm saying? But this is asking you we're moving out of those things. Balance. And that is perfect, because what did I say? The garnet is the balancing stone. It's a balancing energy. Balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Yin, yang, black, white, cold, hot, balance here, Garnet. I feel like there's a shift too far one way. I'm shifting too far into my depression, my fears, the things that hold me back, what I can't do. I'm shifted too far into inactivity, to paralysis, to not doing enough physically to keep my body feeling good. I'm dealing with all this emotional shame. You know, all of those things you are working on several different levels. Your future self is saying, but we're going to be here in this full energy. Looks like, look at that, starting over. It's your higher self says start over. We need good new energy here. But you still have to work through these things. So if you're struggling mentally, go get a little bit of help. Go talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Get to where you feel like you can take some risk and activate the physical portion of your life. You know, we got to get to moving. Even if it's just take a walk every day, 15 minutes, 10, 15-minute walk. Meditate. Get the shame and all this. So let's get some clarifiers. Six of Swords. Moving away from the things that mentally hold us back. All these swords came out. You have a mental battle going on here, Garnet. And I feel like, this isn't something that I feel like you're past. I feel like you're in the midst of it. Your future self is saying they're in the midst of this battle and I'm still here. But the answer is the balance. Not moving too far and getting caught up in it anyway. Oh, and the Eight of Wands comes through again. We've already had this here with the Eight of Gabriels. This is quick, fast moving energy. The healing can come fast, is what it's saying. You just have to let down a few of the burdens. You just holding on to old energy and not embracing the energy of yourself, all your creative fire. So let's see. Yeah, Four Swords. So this is like just restoring yourself. Let's get a little self-care going on here, Garnet. Let's get some self-care. Focus on self here a little bit. Focus on inner fire energy. I think I've said that to pretty much each deck, but there's energy that needs to be moved. And you have to get to moving. Planning with the Hermit. The Hermit speaks to a more stationary energy. You know what I'm saying? But also in that there's this organized, this analyzing type of energy that comes with Virgo. All right. So we need to be in critical of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Some of you may have a Virgo that you're dealing with. You know? So I'm getting got some Cancer energy here as well. So you never know. But I'm asking you, getting through that mental state, getting through that and getting towards your own fire, the things that you want to create and make happen. Yeah, so look, these two coming back to back make, let me see, 3 actually. Yeah. So taking a little time, and what's going to happen, what you're going to see once you create this balance is that things are going to move quickly for you. All right. So taking that time to really think, rest, recover. Taking that time to really think, rest, recover with that. Taking the time to really think and plan. Focus with that 3 of Pentacles. That is focus. Effort plus intention. A focus. A knowing what you want to do. But first, there's this balancing out of all these other energies. Right? We have to get our mental stable. We have to get that balanced out. We have to get our physical activity stable and balanced out. We got to get our emotions just stabilized. Let's start something new. You know what? I want to get another card here for you guys. Definitely, because I feel like your higher self, your future self, it's like, yo, there's a struggle, mental, physical, and emotional going on. And to come out of it, we need to we're too far one way. We're not focusing on, positivity. We're being a little neurotic in our ways. And some hypochondriacs out there just focus on the negative. We need to brighten our lives up. Yeah, and then look. So it's like, what's your foundation? Focus on your foundation. What's the plan? What is the plan, Garnet? You see those come out twice. This came out and then that back-to-back, 3 of Pentacles. This is planning. This is creating sound structures for ourselves. Come on, Garnet. Your future self is like, hey, we see there's some struggle here. There's mental, physical, and emotional struggle. But we have to figure out the balance. And if we're only going to stay on the negative side, then you can't expect joy. Your joy comes when you focus on your own desires, passions, love, moving away from the focus on fears, having the lack, abandonment, whatever it is that you're focused on, moving away. Don't let your past hold you back like that. You're focused on like old family traumas or whatever it is for you that may be going on. This is about focusing on self-care so we can get back to the middle, Garnet. We have to get back to the middle. Because we're too far one way, and I don't feel like it's in the good way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're too far one way, too far in our thoughts, and not taking enough risk, and not starting enough new journeys. Taking a risk with that, start new journeys with the Fool. Focus on our own desires and passions. Moving, like I say, there may be shame. Moving away. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let shame hold you back. We move on from shame. What is that? We can't fix things. Like especially things that we just mucked up or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? We can't fix them. Let's move past. And it's telling your higher selves, look, you can get to me as soon as you do that necessary work. And it can come fast too, Garnet. Come really, really fast. Once you move out of that stuck energy right there, the mental, physical, and emotional energy. So we have work to do here, Garnet, and in a couple different ways, in a couple different areas. But I believe in you. Your higher self, your future self believes in you. And it's giving you the tools. It's giving you the answer. Balance. Balance is your word. You chose the balancing stone, and we have balance here. Get through all of those energies. Work through all of those, Garnet, and it'll move fast. You'll feel better a lot quicker if you do the necessary work. Put in some focus on your foundation. Set up the blueprint, right? Mental. This is a holistic look. We need a holistic overhaul of your life. Every area needs to be looked at. Relationships, environments. Are you getting enough sleep, rest, self-care? Your work. Is that good? Is that feeding you, or is it sucking from you? It's like focus on all those things is what your future self is saying. So there's work to do, Garnet. But balance is your word, so please focus on that, all right? I hope this resonated with you, and if it did, please like, subscribe, comment, and I will get back with you, all right? So until next time, y'all, stay safe, take care.